So you have a pool, which is fantastic, but you also know all the work that goes into keeping it perfect, right? Well, what if the absolute best upgrade you could make wasn't some new slide or a fancy float, but something that completely changes the water itself? Let's dive in.
If you're a pool owner, I bet this scene is pretty familiar. The red eyes, the itchy skin after a swim, not to mention lugging those giant, heavy chlorine jugs from the store. It's a constant chore. But what if there's a much, much better way?
Well, here it is. This is a salt chlorine generator. Think of it as an automatic chlorine factory for your pool. It uses ordinary salt to create all the pure chlorine your pool needs, right on site. That means you never have to buy, store, or handle liquid or tablet chlorine again. Let's break down what that really means for you.
Okay, so the very first thing you're going to notice isn't something you see, it's something you feel the second you jump in the water. Honestly, this is the #1 thing people rave about when they make the switch. You can forget about that harsh chemical feeling of a traditional pool. Salt water just feels incredibly soft and smooth on your skin, your hair, everything. It's a total game changer.
Now, you hear saltwater pool, and you're probably thinking of the ocean, right? Super salty. But check this out. The amount of salt in a salt pool is incredibly low. We're talking about 1/10 of the ocean. In fact, it's actually less salty than your own tears. And that is why it doesn't sting your eyes. You can barely even taste it. It's just comfortable. But that amazing feel of the water, that's just the beginning. The practical benefits for both your wallet and your weekend schedule are just as awesome.
How does cutting your yearly chlorine costs by up to 50% sound? Yeah, 50%. Because the system makes its own sanitizer, you can say goodbye to those endless trips to the pool store for chlorine jugs and tablets. That's a couple $100 back in your pocket every season, and a whole lot more time just enjoying the water. Now, here's a benefit that a lot of people don't even think about, but it is so important for protecting your big investment, the pool itself. Just think about it. When you manually add chlorine, you get these wild chemical swings. The levels are super high, then they drop super low. Those harsh spikes are tough on your pool's liner and surfaces, causing them to fade and get brittle over time. But a salt system, it produces a nice, steady, consistent level of chlorine all the time. It's just so much gentler on your pool, helping everything last longer. Okay, so how does this thing actually turn simple table salt into a powerful sanitizer? You might think it's complicated, but the science behind it is surprisingly simple. It all comes down to a process called electrolysis. First, you add a measured amount of ordinary, inexpensive, pool-grade salt right into the water. As that slightly salty water flows through the generator's cell, a safe, low-voltage electrical current is introduced. This instantly converts the salt into pure, fresh chlorine that sanitizes your pool. And get this, after the chlorine does its job, it reverts right back to salt, and the whole cycle just keeps repeating. It's a perfect, closed-loop system. So let's just run through that checklist one more time. We're talking softer, silkier water, lower chlorine costs, way less maintenance hassle. It's gentler on your eyes, skin, and hair. Bottom line, it's just a way more enjoyable swim. When you add it all up, this isn't just a piece of equipment. It's a total transformation of your entire pool experience. So really, the question isn't just about new hardware. It's about how you want to enjoy your pool. Are you ready to spend less time working on your pool and a whole lot more time making memories in it?